Today, next week, we will have on the floor of the House of Representatives the most anti-environmental legislation ever to be considered by the Congress. It guts every environmental regulation they can get their hands on. Not only does it eliminate 691 EPA regulatory enforcers, but it guts the regulations that EPA is trying to implement. Marianne mentioned mountaintop mining removal. It forbids EPA from regulating mountaintop mining removal. And the debate in the Full Appropriations Committee brought up the fact that downstream from where the tops of these mines are dumped, you know, they dump them into the gully, which is invariably some type of riverbed, the lowest topological part of the area. They dump it into the stream bed, the rains come, they wash this stuff down. Downstream, the rate of birth defects is almost twice what it is in the rest of the country. The lobbyists for the mountaintop mining removal companies suggested, and I hate to say this because it's so repulsive, they said, well, that's the result of inbreeding. That's not what's happening from the mines. Imagine the depths to which they will stoop. We need to get the word out there. We need to let the people know what is happening to this country's health. It's even relevant to the debt ceiling, lifting the debt ceiling. You could save more than $100 billion just from the cost of this toxic pollution of our environment coming as a result of coal-fired power plants. More than $100 billion a year. But most importantly, it's not the money. It's the extended lives of our families, our parents, and particularly our children. Used to be that 1 out of tens of thousands of babies born had an autistic disorder. A few years ago, it got to the point where it's even 1 out of 80. They just did a study in Korea. It's now about 1 out of 40. And we have very strong reason to believe, if we were allowed to do the research, much of it is a result of the stuff that's coming from coal-fired power plants. Well, if your child, it's primarily male children, if your child is one of those children, nothing focuses the mind more. But they need to know. They need to be activated. You need to activate them. One last thing. As you know, we're all 75% water. In the Washington area, the nation's capital, we're 75% Potomac River water. And you know, in this river, the principal fish species is a smallmouth bass. 100% of the male smallmouth bass are intersex. They have eggs in their reproductive system, the male smallmouth bass. May not be poisonous, but isn't there something wrong? If there ever was a canary in the coal mine, isn't this it? So let's focus the public's attention. You're the frontline troops. Let's get this done. And we need you to be activated next week. Thank you.